Tonight, let's review the 3 million pages of the Epstein files that were just released. I'll also tell you what's in a slice of Domino's pizza, and we'll honor a poor robot who was just trying to do his job. It's all right here in Anthony Dell Tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We got 3 million pages. That's right, 3 million, count them, 1, 2, 3 million pages of the Epstein files that just released. So we went from there's files and we're going to release them to actually there's no files to hey, here's 3 million files. Makes complete sense. I may or may not surprise you with what's in a slice at Domino's Pizza. Everyone loves Domino's all across the country. People love Domino's slices. We're going to take a look at exactly what's inside and what that means for all the food in your home. And a robot that was just trying to deliver some food in Miami gets hit by a train. Tragic story. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to support the channel. Check out the link in the description to join the Patreon and get access to the Discord, so you could join the green room, be a part of the show, suggest topics for the show. Let's jump right into these 3 million pages.
Tonight, the Justice Department releasing more than 3 million pages of documents related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. President Trump's name referenced hundreds of times. But what the Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche is saying tonight about the president and Jeffrey Epstein. Here's Pierre Thomas.
Tonight, the Justice Department releasing more than 3 million pages of documents from the FBI's investigation into sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche declaring they have now fully complied with the law.
Today's release marks the end of a very comprehensive document identification and review process to ensure transparency to the American people.
In a letter to Congress, Blanche and Attorney General Pam Bondi acknowledged approximately 200,000 pages have been redacted or withheld based on various privileges. DOJ says they're withholding nearly 3 million other documents for various reasons, including victim privacy, because they contained images of child sexual abuse. And critics point out today's release comes 40 days after DOJ was required by law to hand over the files. I asked the Deputy Attorney General, who used to be President Trump's personal lawyer, whether all material related to the president had been released. Trump and Epstein were friends in the 1990s before they had a falling out.
Can you assure the American public that President Trump, like every other prominent person whose name came up in relation to the Epstein files, that all documents, photos, and anything relevant to him connected to the case are being released?
I mean, yes, I can assure that we complied with the statute, we complied with the act, and there is no, we did not protect President Trump, we didn't protect or not protect anybody.
President Trump's name comes up thousands of times, mostly in news articles, but also in emails written by Epstein himself. Blanche today telling Fox News, in none of these communications, even when he's doing his best to disparage President Trump, did Epstein suggest President Trump had done anything criminal or had any inappropriate contact with any of his victims. The documents released today include records of unverified tips to investigators, including some uncorroborated information pertaining to President Trump, former President Clinton, and other high-profile individuals. Trump and Clinton have both denied any wrongdoing and any knowledge of Epstein's crimes. And the Justice Department said the tips led nowhere. The Deputy Attorney General insisting a review of the files did not uncover evidence anyone else should be charged with crimes.
I don't think that the public or you all are going to uncover men within the Epstein files that abuse women, unfortunately.
Today's release did offer evidence of Epstein's relationships with the rich and powerful, including Elon Musk. In a number of emails, Musk and Epstein seemed to be discussing plans for Musk to visit Epstein's private island in the Caribbean. In one 2012 email, Musk asking, "What day night will be the wildest party on your island?" Musk says he never went to the island. The files released today indicate President Trump's current Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick, apparently did plan a visit to Epstein's island. The men were neighbors in Manhattan. Lutnick recently said that in 2005, he decided he did not want anything to do with Epstein.
My wife and I decided that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again. So I was never in the room with him socially, for business, or for even philanthropy. If that guy was there, I wasn't going because he's gross.
But the newly released documents indicate that 7 years later, when Lutnick was visiting the Caribbean with his wife and other friends and family, he apparently emailed looking to set up a dinner on Epstein's Island, writing, "Does Sunday evening sound good?" A few days later, Epstein's assistant sending Lutnick this message: "Jeffrey wished me to pass along the below to you. Nice seeing you." Tonight, the Commerce Department saying Secretary Lutnick had limited interactions with Mr. Epstein in the presence of his wife and has never been accused of wrongdoing. Tonight, a group of Epstein survivors releasing this statement. This latest release of Jeffrey Epstein is being sold as transparency, but what it actually does is expose survivors. Once again, survivors are having their names and identifying information exposed, while the men who abused us remain hidden and protected. That is outrageous. This is a betrayal of the very people this process is supposed to serve. The Deputy Attorney General predicted with such a large volume of material, there would be mistakes. He says the department has put in place a way for victims to contact DOJ for immediate redactions and other fixes. David?
Pierre Thomas on the developing headlines tonight. Pierre, thank you.
I mean, this is a bombshell of all bombshells. Kudos to ABC for doing such a extensive report on this. Can we just first mention 3 million pages? 3 million. 3 million pieces of paper. 3 million of these. I can't even comprehend just how much paper that is. A room with 3 million pages? Come on. Who's reading that? Who's reading that? What are you going to divide it up? How many people do you got to divide it up by to ensure that everyone's reading each page? I'm calling BS on this whole thing. This whole thing hasn't been clear from the beginning. We all have some sort of hunch as to what this guy was about, what the operation was, right? It's pretty almost clear evidence as to what this was. But the fact that they were on the desk, actually there's nothing, actually he was a good guy, I never been there, to, oh, there's 3 million pages, mentioned 1,000 times, didn't do anything wrong. All these people, I mean, you got celebrities, you got politicians, everyone's trying to go to this island. Elon Musk is asking, what's the craziest and wildest night you got? I mean, come on, man. What's the matter with you? I mean, how loose can you be? How loose could you be with, like, just your communication? What's the wildest and craziest night you got? Brother, what? What are you doing? What are you talking about? And then to say that I haven't been there. You were there. You were there. Everyone, it seems like everybody was there. Now, did everyone do something? Was it always something? I don't know. But just by pure association, they got you. They got you on the ropes there. They're fishing you in. They're fishing you in over here. But 3 million pages. What's going to come of this? I'll tell you right now. One of 3 things is going to happen from this. The first, I'm going to say, is what everybody wants. The 3 million pages are out. In a few weeks, months, end of the year, whatever it is, people start getting arrested. Next thing you know, FBI is doing raids, knocking on doors. People are getting arrested. There's going to be hearings, all this stuff. That's what everyone wants. That's what everybody wants. That's case scenario number 1. Number 2, 3 million pages are out. We talk about it for a little bit, and it just goes off into the distance. And next thing you know, we're just not talking about it anymore, and nothing ever happens. That's number 2. Number 3, everyone's favorite. These 3 million pages are out. Boom, here they are. There's murmurs and talks that arrests will be made, and there's a lot of big promises being made. And then, out of nowhere, oh, catastrophic world event happens, some sort of terrible weather, some sort of pandemic part 2, some sort of asteroid, some sort of power outage, who knows, something catastrophic happens to the point where, well, we can't, 3 million pages, who cares about the Epstein files? We got to save the world. That's case scenario number 3, everybody's favorite. That's the most exciting. So, I mean, what do you guys make of this? Let me know in the comments, because the story just goes on and on. I mean, how do we go from there's actually nothing to the most written, 3 million pages? Is there 3 million pages about anything else in the world? I mean, this is like the most written on topic ever. It has to be. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like single thing, 3 million pages. I couldn't even fit that in this room. That's insane. 3 million. Nobody's reading that. But how do we go from it's on my desk to actually there's nothing to 3 million? Is the president implicated? Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I've always believed that when he said he's never drank before, he's never done drugs. Everyone's got something. Everyone's got something. All right? We're not all perfect here. Everyone's got something. You were on the island. That's your thing. That's his thing. 100%. Enough. Enough of this already. Libido Express, whatever the hell it's called. La Vida Loca. Fucking Clinton and fucking these women and hitting, you know. Enough. Enough of this already. Just give us what you got. And just let us know. Is something going to happen? Just enough with this day by day and everything. It's like, the story's old. The story's old. I'm over it. I'm over it. I feel terrible for the victims, as we all should. It's awful. We don't want that. We don't want this. I'm glad this guy's dead. You know, anybody responsible, let's hold him responsible. But it's not going to happen. It never does. It never happens. It just doesn't happen. I mean, I just been like lights out on everything recently because I'm just like, the ice stuff, whatever you want to do, this, that, the third, Minnesota. Yeah, I'm covering it, but it's like after I leave this desk, it's fucking, I don't give a shit. What are you going to do? You know, what am I going to do? And this and that and has to change. And we got to make change. And we got to do this and hold them accountable. Next thing I know, I'm 50 and I'm like, oh, nothing I said happened. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be 60 and be like, fucking still trying to follow all that. Just live your life until someone says that you can't. And then you got a problem. You know, just fucking vote if you want. Do all that shit. Go to the town meeting. I don't know. But just live your life until someone says, hey, stop living your life or else. And all right, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Until they try to take your guns away from you. But now we're talking. I mean, what do we know? What do we know? What do we know? What do I know? I know that we got a sick Netflix documentary. It was great. It was like Stupid Rich, whatever it was called. There's Filthy Rich. It was awesome. It was a great documentary. Covered the whole thing. Got everything you needed to know. What has happened since that documentary? Basically nothing. Basically nothing. We're just getting reinforced by what we all already knew. Again, the public overwhelmingly knows something to be true. And then the government comes like 5 years later and they're like, yeah, it's true. It's like, yeah, we fucking know, dude. Yeah, we've been known this. We know this shit. We know him and that and this, that, and the third. We know all about it. We know all about it. You're behind. You're late. You're late. The fucking Super Bowl's next weekend. We're talking about that. We're talking about that. The bowl. We're not talking about this no more. Enough. Enough with this. The island. Somebody buy it. I don't know. Let's just fucking flip the narrative on this thing. Someone gets their hands on it. couple million. I'll talk the price down. I would try talking the price down and be like, this island, tarnished. It's gonna cost a lot in renovations. We're gonna need a priest here. All right, you know, we're gonna need to fix some things around here. All right, we're gonna need some prayers around this place to fix things around here. All right, so you asking 23 mil? I'll give you 15. I'll give you 15 at best. I don't know what they're asking for it. Probably more than 23 million. It's an island. You know, that's the beauty, I think. How do you make this right? Everybody should get an island. Let everyone get an island. You give every regular person an island. Say you give 100 people an island. I feel like 50 of them are going to do fuckery. And the other, like, it's going to be just a clear split. And more than 50. 100 people on an island, 70 people will probably do fuckery on the island. The other half will just, like, you know, like, drink out of coconuts and, like, swim. And, like, try to be optimal. But the other, you know, the 70, you know, the 70 people would just be fucking buck-ass naked, just doing some blasphemy shit. I don't know. It's my island. I'll walk around with my dong out. If you're in the business of trying to make change out there, I suggest you don't. I mean, it's an uphill battle. More power to you if you want to, but just, you know, make a coffee, you know, put on some records, you know, enjoy the sun. If it's sunny out, it's 2 degrees here. I want to fucking shoot myself, but not really, but you know what I mean. It's the type of cold where you walk outside and you're like ready to fight somebody. You're like, why am I being abused? Why am I being abused right now? I'm like, walk out with my fucking hands up, like ready to fight. It's fucked up. 2 degrees. My knuckles are screwed. But a little coffee, you know, like find the way that, you know what's more interesting than 3 million pages of the Epstein files? Finding which way you like to make coffee the best. That's more interesting. That's way cooler. You're going to be the guy that worked that's like, have you heard about the Epstein files? Or you're going to be like, so I actually really like French press a lot more. And they go, really? French press? Doesn't that raise the cholesterol? Yes, but you got to try this filter that I got. Because everyone loves a French press, but now we're concerned about the cholesterol, LDL. We know what that raised. You got to try the filter that I got. Much better. That's interesting. I really do got to try that. I've been using the drip coffee thing, like the glass with I know what you're talking about. I've seen that on Amazon. Yeah. It's good. Come on. That's what we should be talking about. Or you're going to walk in, you're going to be like, so did you hear about the 3 million pages? That's crazy. I heard Donald Trump's involved. They gotta arrest everybody, right? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, they gotta arrest everyone. This is getting crazy. I can't believe they're getting away with this. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it. It's only been like fucking a decade. Nothing's happened. Yeah, what's going on? It's gotta be any day now. And any day you're gonna be sitting there every day. Scrolling on your phone. Have they done it yet? Are they gonna do it yet? 3 million pages. I gotta start reading that now. They got us. We're screwed. We're fooled. Don't be fooled. Find out which way you like coffee. Maybe you're a tea person. Maybe you love tea. Loose leaf tea, tea bags, tea kettles. I don't know. What do you like? Maybe you're really into paninis. Maybe you love like a good George Foreman and a panini press. Whatever happened to just liking shit? Maybe you're really good at making birdhouses. Try making a birdhouse. Enough of this. Let's put down the 3 million pages for a moment, and let's talk about Domino's pizza. Very near and dear to my heart. A lot of good experiences with Domino's. But a video came out recently with one of their manufacturing plants and just how the sauce is made and a bunch of other things that go on these pizzas. Is it really that surprising to me? No. But it might be surprising to some of you guys. Let's check it out.
1,000 kilograms of Domino's pizza sauce was rejected after testing positive for ethylene oxide, a pesticide and known carcinogen hiding in the mix.
This cardboard disc barely qualifies as food. One Domino's pizza hits you with over 44 industrial additives. The cheese isn't real. It's restructured phosphates holding grease together. The sauce, stabilized with dimethyl polysiloxane, a silicone-based anti-foaming agent used to keep industrial vats from bubbling over. Sourdough pizza was the cleanest by a mile, but this one checked for metal exposure, plastic transfer, and chemical load. Comment app to find safe brands.
Is this surprise anybody? Like, some folks really might watch this and be like, no way. No way. You mean the slice of pizza that has a shelf life on my counter for a week and a half? Unrefrigerated? Is ultra processed? No way. I mean, we're talking about 44 different ingredients in a slice of beets. That's unheard of. Tell that to the old people. Tell that to your grandfather. Like, Gramps, you know that Domino's is 44 ingredients in the sauce? 44 ingredients in the sauce? Get the hell out of here. It's true. It's true. This is very, very true. It's Domino's. Domino. Not Domino's. Domino. You know what you're getting. You know what you're getting yourself into. Don't be silly. Why is everybody being silly? I can't believe it. 3 million pages. I can't believe the pizza's fake. Fuck. No shit. Now, living in New York, blessed. 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 There's just pizzerias everywhere. You'd be surprised. Some people don't know what a pizzeria... I mean, like, you just tell them, you know, you go to fucking Maryland, let's go to a pizzeria. They're like, oh, which Little Caesars do you want to go to? Pizzeria? Yeah, people open pizza shops. Just pizza, baby. Pastas, salads, wings, breadsticks. But some people are, you know what I mean? This is new. This is new to them. You go to, you go to Oklahoma. Do you want Papa John's, Domino's, or Little Caesars? Or Pizza Hut, if they still got them, you know? Shout out to the Hut. No disrespect to the Hut. 100% real. Take a bite of that slice. Cheese just pulling off. No disrespect to the Hut. The Pizza Hut. But that's right. Blessed. Blessed in the state of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, tri-state area. Just heads just fucking twirling dough, making slices. Little bit of cheese in the sauce with the spoon and the thumb. I used to work at a pizzeria when I was a young man. You know, delivering pies, working the register, feeding myself a few slices here and there. I got to see how the sauce was made. We're talking about 5 men from Honduras controlling a fucking Italian pizzeria. Nobody would know the difference. You'd think the guys in the back are named fucking Vinny, Pasquale, Giuseppe, Tony, and fucking Antonio. Yeah. You'd think there's just 5 hardcore Italian men back there making some of the best slices you ever had. No, it's 5 men from Honduras working their ass off, making some of the best pizza there is, because it's a system. It's in the bedrock of this state. It's just there. You open up a pizzeria, sauce and cheese just spawn. It's like, who made this? It's like, don't worry about it. Get the fucking twirling. Get the sauce. Burn my hands a few times on those ovens. Only a few, not too bad. Couple burn marks here, there, little bit. You don't know nothing about that. What do you know about that? The point is, watch the fuck out. Are you tired of being fooled? Do you feel like you wake up every day and you're just like, they got me again. I'm fooled with this, fooled with that. I heard this, but it turns out it was AI. It was this, it was that, it was fake. You know what else they're doing right now? They're doing the whole protein thing. You ever realize you go to the supermarket and everything has protein in it? Everything. There's like Oreos with protein. It's fucking pizzas, literally frozen pizzas with protein, 20 grams of protein. It's the same thing when everything was diet. Or not when everything was diet, when everything was 0 calories. It's the same thing. What do we know now about the 0 calories garbage? It's garbage. There's a bunch of garbage in it. It's not the caloric issue. It's the issue that there's like fucking chemical compounds in a cookie when a cookie's just supposed to be like flour, chocolate, and fucking dough and fucking heat. I don't know. You know what's in a fucking cookie. I don't gotta tell you. Or do you? I don't know. But instead, it's like dextrose nicorbidose, and it's like fucking 32 red, green, blue. Yeah, what's killing you? 100 calories or dextrose nicorbidose ladufthuf? Making shit up, talking Latin, you know? What's killing you? The fucking. Let's be real. It's not the calories. All right, that's why you don't see it anymore, because we woke up to the fact. Fucking, how long was that going on for? 2 decades, 20 years, at least 30 years, longer. I remember those snacks. God, they were good. God, those snacks were good. Oh, God, those are good. Oh man. Oh, some of them were like, I forgot what the brand was, but it was like a pack of like these different snacks. And it was like, one of them was like these cookies, but they were like little thin cookie chips. Damn. All right, bring them back. Let's go. Chop, chop. But for real, you go to the supermarket now, the options are really good. There's a lot of good options. You read the back of it. Ingredients are simple. Companies are smartening up. They're getting better. They're realizing people are like, all right, like, it's not the fucking calories. They literally just flipped the food pyramid upside down. Like, we're living in an episode of South Park. It's unbelievable. Dama does. Duh. Sometimes you just know what you're getting yourself into, and that's fine. When you go to a McDonald's drive-thru, you know what's happening. You know what's going. You're getting food from machines that make beeps. No one's grilling a burger back there. They don't know how to grill a burger. They're gonna undercook it, and you're gonna die. No, they're putting it in. You're getting something out of like a steamed tray, and it's like. And it's like you pull that shit out and you have that with some fucking chicken nuggets. Or is it even chicken? I don't know. Is it fucking soy lactactin lactopin? Probably. So is the sauce too. But you know what? I'm there for it. You know what I'm here for. Ruin my weekend and my week. You know what I'm here for. I'm good for a fast food run at most twice a year. At most. Maybe I've done more. It's hard. You do a year review. I really genuinely think last year, I think I've only had it 3 times. Respectable. And I've never been sober while having it. So there's that too. And on the context of food, a robot was struck by a train. Not just any ordinary robot. A delivery robot down in Miami. ABC's got the story.
To the index of other news tonight, a robot delivering food in the U.S. run over by a train in Miami. The video showing a commuter train barreling through with the robot stuck at a rail crossing, demolishing the robot on Thursday night right there. The delivery device crushed and dragged. Witnesses say the delivery robot appeared motionless and stuck on those tracks for at least 15 minutes before that train came through.
We're only about like 3 years away until that robot is shaped like a person and it gets struck by the train because it got stuck on the tracks. And overwhelming amount of people, more than you'd think, are gonna feel bad for it. Like, genuinely. I just watched this and I was like, oh, damn. Poor little guy. Why am I feeling bad for a robot struck by the train? This looks like suicide to me. This robot killed himself. He's like, I can't deliver this slop anymore. And he's rolling around. He's like, just trying to get up the fucking curb, and I can't. And then he did get stuck on the tracks, right? The robot just got stuck on the tracks. And he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done with this shit. This is my robot life? No way. No way, Jose. I'm meant for better. I'm meant for better and bigger. And he just faced the train and just boom, crushed. I mean, look at this poor guy. Crushed. This is the future. This is the future. There's going to be robots, and they're going to be doing shit. People are going to be dismantling them, breaking them. They're going to be getting hit by trains, cars, planes, and automobiles. All the above. And people are going to feel bad for them. And then they're going to be like, robots need rights. Robots need sidewalks. Robots need we need robot lanes now. These poor little guys, these little robots, they don't know any better. They don't know any better. They're not programmed enough. They don't know. They don't know. And then your tax dollars are going to go up. More. Why? Because I got to pay for the funding of the robot lane. Oh. And if you don't pay for the robot lane, well, you're an insensitive racist. You're racist against robots. You're robotist. Don't be robotist. Don't be a robotist. I'm not a robotist, okay? Damn, I feel bad for the guy. But this is the future. This is how your food's gonna get delivered. It might show up, might not. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited for it. Am I excited for Uber rides without a driver? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I don't order delivery like ever, but if I did and it was just a robot, yeah, I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited for that. And don't lie, you are too. Don't lie. There's gonna be nothing cooler than when you're going out with friends and you're going out for a night on the town or whatever it is, your wife, you're really excited, romantic night, and it's just, you don't want it to be ruined by a smelly driver. Nobody wants that. You're just like, you gotta do this whole Uber thing. What if just a nice Tesla pulled up, driving itself, play whatever music you want, be as loud as you want, buckle up for safety. But hey, that's the future. That's what we got to look forward to. R.I.P. the delivery robot of Miami. We're going to miss you. You're very replaceable. And hopefully the next one will get its own sidewalk paid for by us. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this episode, like and subscribe to support the channel. And check out the link in the description to join the Patreon. And join the Discord to get access to the Green Room. Suggest topics for the show. Be a part of this nonsense. Don't be a robotist. Good night.